What's going on, guys? I'm currently working on a video where the next step is to cut this heatsink, and I really don't want to do that right now. And furthermore, we just finished two systems that sold quicker than immediately. I'd really like to get something else up, and we're going to do that to this guy here. So we are not going to firmware mod this one. We're just going to do window LEDs. We've got acrylic. This will be kind of a almost tier 2, at least a premium tier 1 build, because it will be unmodified, but it is a Jasper Chronos. It's got the silent fans back there. We're going to have a nice clean window here, window up here. The front black, and then the rest of the tray green, so as it comes out, it's green, and then we've got this kind of bottle green acrylic that we're going to use as the window here. I have gotten pretty far in the rabbit hole of eBay 360s recently, specifically like dates. I found a 420, a Christmas, a Halloween. I realized the Holy Grail would probably be like a leap year 360, right? But at that point, I'm like, all right, I gotta slow down. This is my first, as I mentioned, Modern Warfare 2 Edition 360. So I want to do very similar to what I did on the Halo 3 one. And then the next time we get one, which that's one thing I noticed in my searches, apparently didn't get that great of a deal. I mean, after cleaning it all up, this is a fantastic system, Jasper Chronos, Nidec fans, all that stuff. But I think I landed at almost around 70 on this one, which is still a deal, but it looks like you can get these all day, and I have bids on like a few more of them, so we'll definitely get another one and actually do, RGH or something and crazier stuff to it. But for now, this will be a one-day build, so first thing we need to do is I want to deal with the paint first, so let's get the disk drive out and the tray out, and then we'll do the cutting here on this and this window, which will be rectangle. Then we'll get some LEDs wired up, and hopefully all the paint's dry once we get the rest of the stuff done, and we can just slap it together. We're going to see if we can go ahead and black out this controller and include this as well. Yeah, the other acrylic, so this kind of looks more yellowish when it's in front of black. It definitely looks green, and this one's actually UV reactive, so that's the one we're going to put here. Already go through this whole system. It's got new thermal paste, been fully cleaned out. I want to see how dirty this thing was. Check out the trying to fix 3 broken, untested 360s. It is a long video. I promise we're 3 for 3 on surprises for that one. The tray right here. I want to keep most of the special edition stuff on here, obviously, so I don't want to change this out to the clear one. We're going to leave it black and paint this whole tray green, so it's still all black, and then when it opens, boom, it's green. And we're going to change out the eject button for the clear one, put a green LED in there, add a little something special. We will leave the Nidec fans in here. We obviously don't need to paint the inside. The window won't really be a see-through one. It'll be like on the Halo 5 Xbox one that we did, the water-cooled one, but we will drill a hole here and here like we did, well, on a video you haven't seen yet, and we'll put a green LED, so we'll still get green coming out the back. Hard drive itself, as I said, this one is UV reactive, very green, bright, so we're actually going to put UV LEDs in the hard drive. Finally, for this main window, I think instead of putting a few more green LEDs and having to wire up a bunch, I just have a single strip. Well, I've got that long strip of really bright white LED, same as that bright red one we put in Optimus Prime, and we'll just wire that up, put a strip like above the acrylic itself, so that should illuminate it. Still quite green because of this tint here. You have to go out and get another green. The one I had was just a little too bright, but I also didn't really want to get a full like army green. It just wouldn't be able to tell very much compared to the gray. So yeah, went with this. It's called green. We let that dry and the shop air out. Let's go ahead and take care of our wiring. We're going to need to splice into 12 volts, and I'm going to go ahead and splice into 5 as well. I think I want these to be on 12, the green LEDs. The white one has to be on 12, but I think for the eject button we'll just have 5, since it's a fully clear button. Really doesn't need to be bright at all. And of course we got to splice into another one of these, yellow and black, so we can put the UV LEDs in the hard drive. We got most of the wiring done. This is the UV LEDs for our hard drive, and then here I happen to have a already piggybacked 3-pin connector that had 4 UV LEDs on it, so we just swapped them for green. Really only needed 3, 2 for the fan tunnel, 1 for the eject button, but we'll figure out something with the other one. Probably put it in the fan tunnel as well, and of course our 3-pin on our 12 volts. So we can plug this in here, wire all that stuff up. This will be separate, and then we'll have on another 3-pin that'll go into this one those really bright white LEDs, and I kind of want that attached to the top shell, so that's the main reason that would be on a 3-pin. So you can plug it in, set the top shell on, you don't have to set it to the side, and you have these cables connected to it. Before I do the other LEDs, because they are a little more painstaking than these other ones, I want to start getting this stuff cut out. Our disc tray should be at least dry to the touch. We're going to let that cure more, but we want to get this cut, our acrylic cut that's going in here, and then our side window cut on the main shell. And luckily there's no painting involved with this stuff, so once we cut it out we can just start putting it together. Let's get this cut out, get a piece of this cut off, get that center cut out, and this little piece cut out. Got one window cut, acrylic pieces cut, hard drive has been cut, Lenny has been cut. He doesn't remember. Since we have everything for the hard drive, let's go ahead and put this thing together. Should glow pretty nice with the UV in there. Alright, now we're going to get some holes drilled in our fan tunnel, and this was actually just one that was already painted black, but obviously I didn't use it. This was for the barricade build, because I got a bad can of clear coat. Thought it was like some kind of reaction or something, but whatever I painted that over did the same thing. You could see it's only done it in some spots. But anyway, you're not going to see it, but hey, it's black and it matches everything else, so it's nice knowing it's there. We can drill one about right here and one kind of in this little flat spot. Alright, we did the holes. Let's go ahead and put the DVD drive together so that we can put the fan tunnel in and start putting the LEDs in, and then we could put our window. Getting our tray back in place. See our hair tie right there. Black front bezel piece. And same thing as the fan tunnel. We just happen to have this, which had the same issue, but it is all black, and obviously you won't see any of that. Now we've got that window in place. Put some plastic over it just to try and keep the dust off for now, but I know I just said you won't be able to see the DVD drive, and you're going to be like, well, you just put a window there, what do you mean? Well, we're going to do like we did on the Halo 5 Xbox and have not a decal, but an actual print behind this, and then more plexiglass, and then we'll put LEDs behind it, so the whole thing should glow pretty well. And I gotta wait for someone to print that out for me, because I'm 31 years old and I do not have a printer. Both of these in place. A little messy over here, but we got the one LED on this side, one plugged in on this side. Put a little bit of glue there, make sure they don't move around. I'm just going to put that third one over here so it's shining kind of through the heatsink, and hopefully we get a nice full glow out the back. And then of course our other LED here I just kind of stuck in here. That's for our eject button. We've got a 3-pin right here for our LED, which means it is time to solder that one up, and then we are done with the wiring. Got a little bit of solder laid down. Alright, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and put just a tiny bit of hot glue over it to protect those, and then we'll get this installed on the shell. Now that sort of leaves us at a place where we sort of need to stop until I can get that image to put here, and we're going to put another piece of plexiglass, the really thin one, right behind it, and I want to put that LED right here. So next time you see this will be the sale listing video with that image in there. But we're not going to leave you hanging. We're going to plug it in real quick, plug in the hard drive, and place the top piece on there. At least see what it looks like with a see-through window. Peel the plastic back there. Obviously I left the inside one, but we have it propped up to where everything is plugged in. And oh shoot, the controller. Alright, hold on. We'll do that in just 1 second. This controller's not synced. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I do think I want to put a little something over that LED, just to dampen it down a little bit. Got the glow from there. And that light is super bright. Obviously you're not going to see this part of it. And right now it's just kind of sitting down there. I want to put it right where this window is. And our green out the back. Alright, let's deal with this controller real quick. Swapped out some of the buttons that were more worn out. Got the all black situation here. Same with here. Thumbsticks, front, back. I mean, obviously, simple, clean. I like it. It is all she wrote for this one here. As I said, I'm going to get that window finished up, finish assembling it, and then this one will be listed. So next time you see it, very soon, will be the sale listing video. It'll be the system, 250 gigabyte hard drive, controller, and the 150 watt power supply. Before it gets too dark, I need to go out and hack this thing up so I can finish my last video. I need to start opening these up here so I can start the next video. We've got some of the stuff from our big lot. We still have like 4 or 5 systems on the way. I think there's only like 2 in here, maybe 3. We've got holiday Xbox 360s, beta dashboards, lots of untested stuff. And we're even experimenting with putting a 200mm fan on the inside of a 360. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Get over here.